Was this car worth it? Of course. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Austin Smith, and today, as you can tell from the title of this video, we are doing my 4-year review on my 2016 WRX STI. Man, these bugs are everywhere. I'm in a beach chair in the middle of a forest. That's what I get coming out here. I mean, I thought this would be a cool little place to do. Basically, this is just, I threw together a couple questions for people that are out on the market looking for a Subaru. Pretty much, I'd say any WRX platform, from all the way back from a Bug-Eye to the new generations, which are like what, the VA or something, whatever, Hawk, Raptor Eye, whatever you want to call them. But this is, I'm just going to call it it's the newer one. It's the newer generation WRXs. I'll just put it that way. So yeah, so let's get right into this video. Okay, let's see here. I threw together a couple of questions that people, I guess, that would typically ask buying a used one, or just in general questions like, before I go to buy this WRX or STI, what am I looking for? I have daily driven this thing for over 4 years now. I got it back in 2016. All right, so I originally got this in February of 2016. It is now April 2020. So I have a pretty good idea. I'm no like Mr. I'm not good with the terms. All right, guys, so as you can tell, pretty sucking at talking and doing stuff like this. But basically, I can give you the rundown of what it's like to drive one of these daily for over 4 years now. So let's get right into this. But this is just my 4-year questionnaire. I have these questions written down, so if you want to stick into the video until whenever, so until your question's answered, hopefully it's answered. If not, go ahead and drop a comment below and let me know what you want me to answer about my car, that I have driven this for so long, that I have a pretty good basic knowledge of this car. So my 5 questions I'm going to be asking today, said are very basic, anybody could ask. Number 1, is it daily drivable? Number 2, how is the maintenance? Number 3, have you had any issues with this car at all? Number 4, what's your favorite thing about the car? And last but not least, was it worth it? So number 1, is it daily drivable? Of course it is. It is a 4-door, it's got a big trunk, plenty of space. You can take the whole family out, if you're married or something. Like, if one of y'all are watching this, you're married, and you, obviously, this is a sedan. It's got all 4 doors, so you can basically take a whole family, your dog, put some camping stuff in the back. Get a roof rack for it, you can put a basket, put plenty of things. This car is definitely daily drivable. By no means. You're comfortable inside, seated room, the seats are very comfortable. I do have some complaints about the wear and tear on the seats. That's for a whole different video. It's just this question alone, is it daily drivable? It's very comfortable. All the accessibility is there, from cruise control to your heat to obviously any basic car has that would you daily drive. Okay, number 2, how is the maintenance? Knock on wood, this car is, from when I've had it, it's been amazing. Maintenance, let's put it this way, I've only changed the oil in this car. I have 41,000 miles on this car now, and I haven't had a single issue with it. Anything mechanical wise, like let's say anything mechanical as an engine, electronic accessories, failure of like any kind of system in that car, I have never had. Knock on wood, the only thing I've changed is oil. And if it tells you all anything, I once held off on an oil change. Get that bug off the camera. I've literally held off on an oil change for about 8,000 to 10,000 miles. At least wear and tear, I've never had this engine open or anything, pistons, so we really don't know if there's been any harm. But I've never had an issue with it. Never had any kind of, never had an engine code come up, never had any issues with the car at all. And I've pushed this car pretty hard to its limits occasionally. So how is the maintenance? I would say I've heard of issues with these cars, but thank God I've never had one of those issues. And I'm sure, hopefully, it'll stay like that. So once again, the maintenance, it's just simple maintenance. Changing, simple maintenance is changing regular fluid as any other car. And maybe with the occasional, in the manual there is routine maintenance on like certain mileage, which I think I missed like on a 20,000 or a 30,000 mile change, which I'll probably get that into another video, because I need to actually get on top of that for this car to stay healthy as long as it can. But still, like I'm saying, basic maintenance, this car is healthy as can be. Kind of following up with the last question, have I had any issues with this car? Not at all. Engine wise, I've never had a single, oh my gosh, she's bugs, dude. Engine wise, I've never had an issue with this car. drivetrain wise, never had an issue with this car. And I don't know what other, I could say, okay, maybe the interior accessories I've had some issues with, and that goes on to the radio. This radio, one of my least favorite, we'll actually get to that in a minute, but accessories, there's some there's some bugs and everything, and just lag as a typical car, I guess you could say have. So other than that, I've really never had any alarming issues with this car that would have to go down for maintenance and leave me stranded by any means, or without driving it for a while. So we're gonna do two little split question. Okay, we're gonna do like a little split question. We're gonna say, what's my least favorite thing about the car, and what's my favorite? We'll first go with the bad and then the good. But my least favorite thing about this car is definitely the head unit is awful. The speakers are awful. Bluetooth syncing is just terrible in this car. I don't know why, but it won't read the right song. The volume knob on this thing is awful. It's just, I don't know if that's just on regular head units, but this thing, with this being my one and only car that I have, it's pretty upsetting for a brand new car that was worth $40,000. That was a little lack. This is a base model, so I'm not sure if the Limited was better, but the base was, there was lack of attention in that aspect of this car. But other than that, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so now into the favorite part of my car, by far, is the driving experience. What I mean by that is the sound, the shifting of the gears, the gearbox, the way it shifts, to the cornering. Everything about this car is tight. It's just, it feels good. I can't explain it unless you drive one. So I really suggest, if you've never driven a WRX, or specifically, let's put it specifically as in, if you've never driven an STI, I really recommend it. If any of your friends, or if you can go test drive one, do it, because you will know what I'm talking about, why this car is so amazing. I love it. It's just, it's great. From everything from the shifting to the gears, to, like I said, to the high RPMs and the power band of this car, and the boost when you hit it, it's something else. I really do love it. This car is so fast in corners, and with that being all-wheel drive, that's another aspect I really love. All-wheel drive cars, you can't go wrong with that. Going from snow to just seasonal driving in like the woods and having a great time. So if you have made it this far, I really do appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed already, go ahead and press that subscribe button really quick. It really helped me out a lot, and drop a like on this video. Okay, so now on to the finale question, if you made it this far, is, was this car worth it? Of course it was worth it. I mean, it's got everything that we need. That's why we bought it brand new. Sedan, 4 doors, that kind of ties in together. But all-wheel drive, really good power for what it is, and the aesthetics of this car. You got the STI wing, you have the STI package, just like the cool little interior pieces will really make this car what it is. Now, once again, people talk garbage about this engine all the time, but in my experience, I've never had an issue with it. It's ran really good for me for these past 4 years, and I don't see it giving out yet with just basic maintenance, which we will perform on this channel. So if you have a car like this, you'll be able to follow along with me. And if we do have any issues, we'll definitely address them on this channel and give it to you then, and let you know for sure if this car was worth it, which, once again, 4-year review, it was worth it for me. So, other than that, guys, that wraps up this video. And once again, if I didn't answer any of your all's questions, do not hesitate, drop a comment below and let me know what you want me to answer for you. Because I have really good knowledge of this car for driving it for 4 years. Literally 5 days out of the week I drive this car. And I mean, 41,000 miles for a 5-year-old car almost. And I promise you, I've driven this thing from work, back to work, from school, back to work, other places, road trips up to Baltimore, Maryland, 6 hour plus drives. This thing has not failed me, and I love it. So I really do appreciate you guys for watching. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button, press that like button, and drop a comment below and let me know if you like this video. Other than that, I will see you all in the next one. All right, before I go, one more thing. If you're sticking in this far and listening to me, thank you again. You're gonna love this part. As you can see, the beautiful background. We're gonna finish it like this, and I just want to say one thing. This is a reference to somebody that I watch, and he's a true inspiration to me. And hopefully you all can get something out of this, because I'm gonna start doing this almost at every end of the video. And it is my daily advice to you all. If you don't know what that is, I'm gonna just tell y'all, go watch Evan Shanks. By far one of the realest YouTubers I know. I love him. Spreads a positive environment around to everybody, and it's awesome. I love him. So once again, go check him out. But my daily advice for you all is, with this quarantine thing, everything's just awful and everybody hates it. You're staying home doing absolutely nothing. But I want you, if you're just sitting down watching this YouTube video, thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. But move 5 things in your life. And I know that sounds really dumb, but that was in one of my classes of wellness for life, and it gets you up and moving. Let's put it that way. If you're sitting here, you know, you don't know what to do, find something to do. There is something in your life you can do by just moving 5 things. Doing that, you could change your whole attitude, change it to positive. It could, you know, it could really lift your day up. I promise you. It's done it for me. You know, I've had days where it's like, man, I don't know what to do. I feel bummed. I feel defeated. And moving those 5 things, I promise you, it will change your entire life. So give that a try for me. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you.